Okay, so this is gonna be my kind of like first attempt at like a tutorial video. I've worked with Unity for a while in the past. I work as a software dev in Unity, so I'm gonna kind of just I want to kind of share what I've learned and hopefully help some people who are probably looking to do stuff in VR. So I've mainly worked with VR, so I'm gonna try and just show what I've learned and hopefully try to explain it to everybody. This video is probably gonna be kind of not the best. I mean, I'm gonna do my best and see how it works. I'm kind of new to this, so hopefully it doesn't go. Hopefully it's not too hard to follow along. But I'm gonna basically just start this video by showing you how to kind of set up Passthrough in a sense, like the VR Oculus Passthrough. Um, so basically, just to start and kind of make this pretty easy is just make sure you have your Oculus Quest or whatever VR you're using to just kind of have this set up here and make sure it's connected properly and make sure you have the Oculus app running. And then on top of that, make sure you have the initialize XR on startup checked as well so that you can actually use your VR when you're in the editor just to kind of debug stuff and just make sure that it all works properly and hopefully it is a little bit easier instead of making a build every time. So yeah, just to start off basically how to get it set up in a basic sense. So first I'm going to show you how to just get the VR set up. So you're going to want to look for something called VR camera rig, which is essentially provided by Oculus. And you just want to drag and drop it into the inspector or the hierarchy. And in the inspector, it basically has a bunch of options you can change. I'll go over a little bit of some of the stuff I wanted to show a little bit after, but for now, just to kind of give you a quick understand, I'm gonna grab my headset and put it on. I'm not gonna have a video of me with the headset on because it's just a little bit awkward right now with the setup that I have. So I'm just gonna kind of press play here and show you what the Unity scene looks like in the Unity window. So I'm just gonna wait for that to load, and when it loads, you'll kind of see my head kind of bop around using the camera from my VR. So you can see as I move my head up and down. I know, like I said, it's kind of awkward. I don't have a video of me moving my head in VR, but just to kind of show you what I mean. So this is headset is now connected as I move around. So that's pretty much, it's pretty basic to get it set up. I'm not going to do anything with like hand tracking in this video. This is mainly just to kind of get it started, and then once you have it set up, you can kind of do some other things with it that I want to show that I've learned in the past and kind of share that with this part of the video. So I'm just going to start with some basic stuff and sorry if you hear any hammering in the back. It's work is being done on the house right now, but I'm going to basically start by showing you what Passthrough is. So if you scroll down in the OVR camera rig, there's something called Passthrough, which is kind of like an augmented reality setting that you can use with Oculus. So what you want to do is, if you want to enable this, which I'm going to show you is enabled, and in the video I'm going to show what the augmented reality looks like from the headset when I go back and edit this. So you'll see what I mean, but you want to change the path through to supported, and then you'll get this option pop up here. So if I have none, it's kind of grayed out, and if I change to supported, it kind of comes up here. So if I enable pass through, then I'm gonna basically say that I'm using augmented reality, and then there's one other option you're gonna need, or another script you're gonna need to add, which is provided by Oculus. So if you add your component, you're gonna want to look for something called the OVR pass-through layer. And when you add the OVR pass-through layer, just kind of leave it the way it is for the most part. This is just the composition depth, which is the layer. So like the sorting of the layers, like it kind of says in the description, it's pretty easy to kind of see what I mean. This video is just going to be for a little bit more, I guess, advanced tutorial, because I'm going to assume that most people know what they're doing in Unity at this point. So I'm just going to kind of have everything kind of set up already here, and yeah, hopefully it's not too hard to understand. So for now, that's all set up correctly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press play again. You guys won't be able to see the pass-through in VR space, but I'm going to add it in once I publish the video. So once that's all checked, you should be able to see what the augmented reality looks like in your VR headset. So now you can see your space and how everything looks in your room is through like kind of the VR. So I'm gonna just close that for now. I'm gonna add it in when I go back and edit this video, but yeah, essentially that's how you set up Passthrough in VR. And I'm doing, I guess, with an Oculus Quest Meta Pro headset, so it's a little bit easier if you're using the newer headsets, but I know it does work on the older versions with like the normal Quest, and I have used the oldest Quest version before and it did still support it. There are some functions that are part of it that I'll go into maybe in another video that you probably won't be able to use, but for now that's essentially how you set up Passthrough in VR. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to get into some more advanced topics in like another video, but for now it's just essentially my first tutorial. I'm trying to hopefully work on this and make it better for people who watch in the future. I'm just trying to test it out and hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully it's pretty easy to understand. It was thorough enough for people to get, but yeah, so for now that'll be the end of this video, and then I'll start adding certain things back in another video, and if this one gets some views for when I publish it. But yeah, thank you.